welcome to episode whatever number this is of Talk Wrestling in High Definition. I've lost count, there's so many! Anyway, thank you all for watching as always. Today's topic is going to be one that's probably not going to be very popular, but I've never been one for popularity, although I love the viewer count, I love the subscriptions. TNA and their states of being right now. I've said it before, and everybody calls me a WWE Mark for saying it, but you know what? Right now, the title of this show is very telling, and I think it's very true. This show will get more views than a TNA pay-per-view, and that's just the long and short of it. We've got, over 14,000 people watching this show every week, and TNA can't even scrape that together for a monthly pay-per-view. That is not good business, and it's just the truth. People don't even want to stream TNA pay-per-views. That's how lame they are. They just don't even want to watch it. Hogan came in, promised change, and it has changed. The old guys are getting pushed even more. It's a rare thing to see a Young Bucks versus Generation Me match, which we saw the other week on Impact. That was awesome. That was so good. Oh my God, I love it. I talked to the Bucks. They were happy with it. Aaron even praised the Bucks, and they talked to Aaron. So there you go. That's the type of stuff that should be showcased in Impact every single week. Generation Me, the Young Bucks, Beer Money, Kazarian, AJ, Joe, the X Division in general. The problem with showcasing Fortune, which is a great stable, I love everybody in that stable right now. The problem with it is the main focal point of that stable is Ric Flair. And the main counterpoint to the Ric Flair and Fortune is Hulk Hogan and Dixie Carter. Hulk Hogan should not be that involved anymore. Dixie Carter should not even be a character on television. And we haven't talked about EV 2.0 on this show. What the hell? ECW needs to just stay dead. I love ECW. I didn't get into it to the very end, okay? But I love ECW for what it was. But you know what? Its time has passed. Let it rest. Paul E. has even said it. You cannot recapture lightning in a bottle that many times. WWE thought they did, and they buried it. They completely dug the grave and just buried it with their shovel. And now TNA is trying to recapture that by having these guys come in. The pay-per-view was fine, Hardcore Justice was fine, but let it be at that. Now they have these guys full-time, and it's so ridiculous that they're focusing on 15-year veterans of ECW, and Flair, and Hogan, and Nash, and Sting. I've said this over and over again. Every single one of those guys I just mentioned, Flair, Sting, Nash, Hogan, they're all 10 years, 15 years past their prime. No reason they should be involved in major storylines. None. I got major flack for talking about Flair soiling his legacy and tapping out to Jay Lethal. You know what? Tapping out Jay Lethal, you're right, guys. It's not that big a deal because Jay Lethal's a great wrestler, but you know what? He's Ric fucking Flair. Excuse me. But he's Ric Flair. You know what? I want to remember Ric Flair from 1985 when he was the world champion and he, wouldn't drop it to anybody. That was the Ric Flair I want to remember, not 2010 where he's 60-something years old and he can barely hobble down to the ring and he gets veins popping out of his head when he gets crazy. It's ridiculous. No, I don't want to see that Ric Flair. I don't want to see Hogan hobbling down with a bad back. I don't want to see some stupid parlor trick like I talked about a couple of shows ago where they're having the lights go down and Hogan has to slowly, wiggle down to the ground to make sure he looks like he's knocked out. Stupid stuff. I do want TNA to improve. I so want to enjoy TNA, and I do enjoy the Bucks, and the Guns, and the X Division, and AJ, and Frankie, and Joe, and I want them to bring back Daniels. I want to, see more out of Inc. I want to see more out of Douglas Williams. I want to see more out of, the Knockouts. I want the Knockouts to go back to the way they were, and not just a bunch of WWE ripoffs or bimbos. Let the girls wrestle that they can wrestle, and if they can't wrestle, get the hell out of here. Velvet can wrestle. Angelina can wrestle, but they don't let him. They just let him go. They're making it more about the looks than the ability with the women, and I understand that. But you know what? A lot of these girls have a combination of both, and they're not being able to showcase it. TNA, turn them loose. Bring back Gail Kim as an advisor and let her say, "Okay, you do this, you do this, you do this," and turn them loose. Okay, I've babbled enough. TNA. I love you guys, and TNA fans, I love you too. Buy the pay-per-views. Show me and tell me, give me feedback. What can TNA do to improve their situation? What can TNA do to get a better viewership and a viewer buy rate than this show? We'll see you next time.